Forgiveness is the cancellation of a debt. Forgiveness means you don't have to pay. Now, I have up here my trusty iPad. Say somebody came up here and knocked down my iPad and broke my iPad. And I looked at the person after they, broke my iPad, and I said, hey, I forgive you. I really do. I forgive you. $800. I'll go get me another one. We're good. I have not forgiven. I have not forgiven. Why? Because I'm making you pay. I did not cancel the debt. I'm making you pay. I didn't forgive. My words are hollow. My words are empty. See, usually when we say, I forgive you, what we're really saying is, I'm not going to blow up at you. Literally, that's all we mean. I'm not going to blow up at you. I'm not going to punch you. I want to, but I'm not going to right now. However, I am going to punish you in significant ways. Now, see, what happens when we get out of this transactional model, when we're not talking about finances anymore? What does it look like for me to make somebody pay, for me to not forgive? Well, a couple of things. How about depriving another person of my time and attention? I forgive you. I just don't want to be around you. I forgive you. I'm just not speaking to you. The husband and wife situation. I forgive you. I'm just withholding affection. Can't say amen. You ought to say ouch. That's not forgiveness. That is the opposite of forgiveness. You are being punitive. You're making the person pay. That means you're not forgiving. Or depriving parent of the honor and respect that they're due. I forgive you. I'm not going to honor you and respect you. You've lost that. Again, you're not forgiving. Depriving a child of their inheritance. We see that with Jacob and Reuben, do we not? And there are people who do that. They don't forgive their kids. They say they forgive them, but then they punish them later on. I got something you want, something you need, something you expect. You're not going to get it. It's punishment. Refusing to acknowledge the accomplishments or achievements or special occasions in other people's lives. My mother was mean to me. My mother wasn't a good mother. So guess what I'll do? I'll show her. I won't send her a card on her birthday. You haven't forgiven. My parents weren't good parents. I'm not going to throw them an anniversary party. I'm not going to show up to celebrate a retirement of somebody that I don't respect, somebody who did that to me. This is making them pay. I'm going to make you pay. I'm not going to send them pictures of their grandkids. I'm making you pay. I'm not going to come see you. I'm making you pay. I'm not going to call you. I'm making you pay. This is unforgiveness. All the while we're saying, oh, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you, but here's how you're going to pay. You're talking out of two sides of your mouth. That is the essence of unforgiveness. How about rejecting gifts? Hey, you got a card. It's from your mother. Throw it away. Hey, you got a gift. It's from your sister. You're probably just feeling guilty. I don't want that. You follow me? This is what unforgiveness looks like in your everyday life. Rejoicing in the suffering of someone else. You did me wrong. Now you got cancer. That's what you get. That's unforgiveness. And it's completely and utterly hypocritical. See, when you're not forgiving, there are a number of things that are going on. Number one, what's going on is you're being disobedient because you're commanded to forgive. Ephesians 4:32, we'll talk about that more in a moment. But you're commanded to forgive. So first and foremost, you're being disobedient. So refusing to forgive someone is sin. You're sinning against God, which is quite ironic because you're sinning because someone sinned against you. and you feel like your sin is justified because it came second. You're like a child saying, he hit me first. Here's the second problem with that. When you're not forgiving a believer, here's what you're saying to God. And don't tell me you're not saying this to God, because this is what you're saying to God. It sounds exactly like this. Listen, God, I know that Jesus died on the cross for what that person did to me, and that may be enough to satisfy you, but I require more. The death of Jesus Christ is not enough. I spit on the cross. It cannot pay for this. Die again, Jesus, because what you did wasn't good enough to cover this. They need your death on the cross plus the silent treatment from me. Oh, I better start forgiving believers. I just hold on to my unforgiveness against unbelievers. Now, really? Unbelievers will pay eternally for their sin in hell. The wrath of God poured out against them. So when you don't forgive an unbeliever, what you're saying is, God, your wrath is not enough. This person doesn't just need an eternity in hell. They need an eternity in hell plus me not taking their phone calls. That'll do it. Now the scales will be balanced because I got my pound of flesh. This is the wrong answer. But this is what we say to our God. The other aspect of this that's just absolutely horrible is that the one who's really paying is you. It has been said, holding on to unforgiveness against another person is like you drinking poison hoping they die. And you allow the bitterness to stir and fester.